Caleb. Lesson 56, Saxon Algebra 1/2. Our topic is equations with mixed numbers. This is something that's super useful and you'll be doing for a long time. And this, to me, is a super transitional lesson that links mathematics to actual algebra. So we're preparing you here for algebra. We're given a problem that looks like this. Solve, and then it says 2 1/3 m equals 5. Now, here's the thing. In algebra, we do not like mixed numbers. It creates this floaty situation where we have numerator, denominator, and then floaty. And this is a floaty, and this is a floaty. We don't want floaties in algebra. They're too confusing. We work a lot in fractions or ratios, as we often call them, because they're complex fractions. But we want to get rid of this whole mixed number floaty situation. So when we have an equation, we immediately, step one, convert the mixed numbers to improper fractions and make everything a fraction. So I start here. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So this becomes 7/3. I put the m up here with the 7. I don't want it floating. I want it to be in the numerator, because technically we could say it's that, couldn't we? And then this equals, and again, I'm going to go 5/1. Okay? Going from here to here is huge. It's a completely different mindset. This is arithmetic, this is algebra. Now that we're here, we want to solve this. Now there's two ways we could do it. We could cross multiply. That would be fine. We just practiced that a couple lessons ago. So I'm going to not use that technique, although it would be perfectly fine. Instead, I'm going to say, let's find our variable, and then let's figure out how to isolate it. Our m is being multiplied by 7/3. When I see multiplication, I automatically think, oh, let's divide by 7/3. But that creates an ugly mess, and I don't like that. So I remember, oh, right, the way to unravel a fraction that's being multiplied is to use the reciprocal. Because now these two will turn into, just to remind you of how it works, it becomes 21/21, which is equal to 1. So all that cancels. I just have to remember to multiply the other side by 3/7, right? You got to keep this thing in balance. So I've got my m isolated. I just have to multiply here, and I get m equals, will anything cancel? No, 15/7. Correct answer. All right, let's try it one more time, and that's the end of this lesson. Example 56.2, solve. Ready? When you're doing the homework, you don't even have to write the problem the wrong way, but I'm going to do it just so you can see exactly what I'm doing. 3.5k, this is floating, equals 4 1/5. A floating 4. Ew, no, I hate it. I rant about this all the time. Okay, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7, so we get 7k/2 equals 20/21/5. Okay, now what we have looks just like last time. We've got a variable right here. We could cross multiply and solve that way, but I want to do it the other way. I want to isolate this k. I see we're multiplying by a fraction. I don't want to divide, I want to multiply by the reciprocal. 2/7, 2/7, we're multiplying. This all cancels. We're left with just the k, and then I can look over here and see if anything will cancel before I multiply. And I am happy to see 7 goes into 21 3 times. The 1, I'm not even going to write the 1 because it just makes it messy. 3, 2, and 5. Nope, I'm done there. So I get k equals 6/5. And that's the right answer. Caleb, we're going to be using these skills for a long, long time. So embrace this lesson and know that you're not wasting your time. None of the lessons are really a waste of time, but this is a great example of a super useful lesson. Number 56. Thanks.